The fallout from NMP and Malena's divorce continues to spark discussion across the streaming world, and now one of the biggest voices in the space has weighed in. Asmongold recently gave his thoughts on the situation after NMP publicly revealed details about the lengthy legal battle, sharing in the following.
I sent Malena a 50-50 offer down the middle in April of that year. She did not accept it. I did not know what she wanted out of this divorce until mediation.
Yeah, this is what made it take so long, is like Malena didn't want to take the 50-50, which is what was crazy. I don't know why that didn't happen.
Post-divorce maintenance for a period of 5 years from February 1st, 2026 in the amount of $5,000 a month. So she,
oh my God, what, $5,000 a month? That's like what? That's $60,000 a year. A maintenance fee? Yeah, what is this, a car?
Nicholas Michael with specific language securing such entrance against the shares and stock held by Nicholas Michael with his interests in OTK Ventures, OTK Media, and Kings Gaming Labs Incorporated. So this was, oh my God. The amount of headaches this caused was insane. Let me just say that. I know a lot more about this than what's being shown in this video. Let me tell you that, as I said yesterday, whenever I watched the little small cut down of this is not the tip of the iceberg. This is the seagull that is perched on the tip of the iceberg. Trauma. Person disseminating or publishing any letter, story, statement, correspondence.
Basically, you can't talk about it. That's pretty much what she wanted to have happen. She wanted to try to finesse him out of a ton of this money, and then nobody could talk about it or bring it up or say anything. Is a gag order? Yes, basically.
But
she could talk about it. Yes, but she could talk about it. Because here's the other thing too, is that it obviously, like, the divorce and everything definitely made Nick look bad. Like, it 100% made Nick look bad, and people had, like, because obviously some of this stuff was made public prior to this, and he couldn't make any comments on it. And people had come to conclusions that were wrong, basically. I mean, just literally wrong conclusions. And in the process of that, it made him look bad, and it made Malena look good. And so she wanted to set it up to where he could never correct the record, which is crazy, especially as somebody who is a public figure, right? Insane to even say that.
Kings Gaming Lab, Starforge,
yes,
ordered to be split 55% to Miss Palm and 45% to Mr. Palm. The court finds that the disproportionate share of those funds are warranted due, number one, the disparity of the earning power, number two, nature of the property involved, and three, waste. So let me explain before everyone gets all excited what.
I think that was complete bullshit, by the way. Malena didn't have anything to do with Starforge. I mean, it's outrageous. Like, really, it's crazy.
If I was to continue to stream through everything, people would have been harassing me about it the entire time.
And she also would have gotten half of all the money that during the streams, and that was another reason why I didn't want to do it.
There was a lot of...
Remember, gentlemen, hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. How did he scorn her? If he's not, like, I know some of the things that happened. Like, I'm not going to reveal any of that if he's not going to reveal any of that. But I will tell you that none of it is particularly scandalous or exciting. The highest on a scale of exciting would be like maybe a 6. I mean, I've known Nick, I've said before, right? I've known Nick for, I don't know, like 10 years now, right? Like, I've also known Malena for the same amount of time. I think that ultimately it's really sad. I mean, like, I think that, again, it's kind of unfair. Like, divorces... I mean, there's a lot of facets to it. I don't want to send hate to anybody. I think that some of the things and demands that she made were very unreasonable, but ultimately, you know, like, I can't really know that more than she can, so that's really it.
However, after hearing the final outcome and some of the reported demands that were allegedly made during negotiations, Asmongold didn't hold back. One of the biggest points he pushed back against involved claims surrounding Starforge ownership and shares. Asmongold argued that Malena wasn't involved with the company itself and said he didn't believe those demands were justified. A number of commenters argued that if the reported details were accurate, both sides may have spent enormous amounts on legal fees only to arrive at a result that wasn't dramatically different from earlier proposals. Some viewers claimed that hundreds of thousands of dollars in lawyer fees could have potentially been avoided had a settlement been reached sooner. Others pushed back against the idea that Malena needed additional long-term support. These commenters pointed out that she had built her own audience, operated successful content projects, and possessed skills that could allow her to continue earning independently after the divorce. Several argued that she wasn't financially helpless and could continue building her own career. There were also viewers who highlighted Malena's contributions throughout the relationship, noting that she played a major role in building content around the brand and channel over the years. While they didn't necessarily agree with every demand that was reported, they felt her involvement shouldn't be dismissed when discussing the division of assets. Following NMP's recent video breaking down the final outcome of the divorce, creators and viewers have been debating whether the settlement was fair, especially after reports that Malena would receive around $5,000 per month in spousal support. While many people online argued that the payment was excessive, xQc took the opposite position. During a stream, he suggested that the amount wasn't unreasonable, sharing in the following.
I think $5K a month spousal support was reasonable. I don't think it's a big problem. I think people are very low IQ or uninformed or ignorant if they think it's bad. Whatever he's doing, right? Like she was helping and all, right? But at the end of the day, she doesn't have like the same training or experience or whatever that he does. So she's gonna go from doing his thing with him to doing something else, right? So Nick, to reaccommodate to what Nick does, he needs nothing. He needs nothing to reaccommodate. She does. And that takes time. It takes time. And 5K a month isn't too crazy.
Some viewers supported xQc's position and argued that many people were overlooking how involved Malena was in building the content empire that Nmplol benefited from for years. They pointed out that successful creator brands are often built by more than one person, even when only one name appears on the channel. Others strongly disagreed. Critics argued that receiving a large asset split alongside ongoing monthly support was already a substantial outcome. Several commenters felt that $5,000 per month was an amount most ordinary people would consider life-changing, making it difficult for them to sympathize with arguments that it wasn't enough. There were also viewers who questioned whether xQc was the best person to comment on the issue at all. Some joked that his perspective on money might be disconnected from the average person's reality due to the enormous sums earned by top streamers. Meanwhile, others pushed back against those criticisms, noting that divorce courts don't determine settlements based on what average people earn. Instead, they focus on the circumstances of the marriage, the contributions made by both parties, and the financial realities of the people involved. Haiti Timmy gets honest after his 140-hour CS Premier experience to rank 30,000.
Let's pause the timer. We were done with Counter-Strike, done with Apex. This game in Premiere should never be allowed to hit live servers ever again. What is this game? Why? Just why is there in every single game a wall hacker, a spin botter, an aim botter, a griefer, a racist? Like, god damn, man. Literally coming. We had 140 hours of just pure pain.
Rest in peace!